Welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast with your hosts Bill Algie, Dennis Talbot, and Alan Tate. We are three guys who have one thing in common, a love of rock and roll. Our goal is to talk about all things rock. We hope you find this show intriguing, funny, and occasionally highly opinionated. Enjoy!
Hey everybody, welcome to the Ages of Rock podcast. This will be coming to you on Thursday, which is Turkey Day. So we've got a special episode planned for you tonight. We're going to be talking about our favorite turkeys. So, hey, I'm Bill Algie.
I'm Dennis Talbot.
And I'm Alan Tate.
All right, and those are the two turkeys. And I'm the cooker. There you go. All right, so we're going to do a little wrap-up from last week like we usually do. So I will start by, the episode last week was about visual music and how music is visual. So I spent a little bit of time, last night watching the American Music Awards, and man, it was hard to watch. It was visual, but it was hard to watch. Now, some of it was pretty easy to watch. I think you guys can figure that part out. Other parts of it, not so good. Actually, somebody posted earlier today sent me a text message and said, "Do you think anybody plays instruments on that show?" And I'm like, "No, they don't." It's canned, and then they have some people that kind of try to sing live, so whatever. But it's turned into such a spectacle that it was just really kind of even hard to watch. So I didn't watch much of it. I taped it so I could watch it later, just because I want a couple acts I wanted to see. But for the most part, it was just kind of whatever, not that big a deal. But we did spend a little bit of time last week at the end of the show. We talked a little bit about going to, we had a little outing, went to Bloomington, Indiana, and the home of the Hoosiers, and spent the evening over there and stayed, hung out, and watched a band called Hairbangers Ball. So they're an 80s metal or 80s rock tribute band, and some great guys, and I've been following them for a couple of years, probably 4 or 5 years, and I took Dennis and Alan for his first time ever, and probably not his last. I think he had a good time, and we had a great time. So enjoyed the show, enjoyed the pre-show party, enjoyed the during the show party, and actually enjoyed the post-show party. And
one thing to note, at age 45, Taco Bell at 3 o'clock in the morning, not a good idea.
At 45, at 50, at any time, Taco Bell is not a good idea. It's just
the problem is, Alan, usually Taco Bell hits the lower end, but it came the different direction on you, didn't it?
It didn't make it to the lower end.
Oh, see, that's not good. But we had a great time. So the intent of us going over there was to talk to those guys and a little bit about kind of what they do, why they do what they do, and then so they might be a guest on the show. We're going to work on that, see if we can get them to come on, do a little Skype episode with us, and talk to them about how they got into what they do and their little road show they take on the road every weekend. And it'll be great. It'll be fun. Those guys are pretty good guys, so that'll be cool to do. So, hey, Dennis, you got something, too, for wrapping up from last week?
Yeah, we talked about last week, Foo Fighters had on their website this countdown, this secret countdown, and we were all speculating what it would be, and it ended up at 11 o'clock last night was whenever it hit 0. And, of course, it was a 5-song EP that they had recorded down in Texas, and surprisingly, they're giving it out for free. So if you go to FooFighters.com, there's 4 different ways to get this through iTunes, direct download through a music site. They're also going to take orders. They're taking pre-sale orders on a vinyl if you want to get it on vinyl. And there's a letter if you would like to. I think if you go there to read it, go there. Please read the letter. Dave talks about. Because they had to cancel their last shows there in France in that area. Talks about the what happened over there. They are really good friends with some of the guys that are in the band that was at that show. This is kind of like basically they're just giving us away free. They are asking though for if you'd like to there is a link from there to donate to the cause over there. There's a fund set up, I think, for the people that were injured and killed and their families and what have you. So this is a little bit of their give back. They're, like I said, they're not hurting for cash. So they recorded 5 songs and they're just going to give it away for free. So anyway, that's what it was. And I heard them, and they're some pretty good songs. So take a listen to it. I know, Bill. That's discussion pre-show. They are.
No, they're not bad. It's just it sounds like the last album. So I didn't really expect it to sound much of it. It's got some couple really good songs, and then it's got one that I really don't care for. But it doesn't matter. It's just me. So yeah.
My inkling is they're probably leftovers from Sonic Highway. There were probably some ones that they worked with and didn't really quite finish or didn't quite get them together. And they've had some time to work on them and tinker with them. So that's my guess. They're just kind of leftovers. But anyway, new music is new music. So yeah, that's what I always love to see. So,
what do you got, Alan? You got anything from last week?
I don't even remember last week, so no, not really.
He doesn't have any Taco Bell left.
The road trip that I will never live down.
It was fun. We had a great time. I mean, we did have a great time. And, if you see any of those guys come into a town near you, they travel all over from Chicago. They do a lot of stuff in the Chicago area, and they hit the College Market, Chicago, Indy, down to, through Illinois.
They do I know, in Evansville.
And to Evansville, Southern Illinois University over in Carbondale. So they kind of hit them all that area. So if you get a chance to go see them, please do, because they're and like I said, they're good guys. They have a great time, and it's great music. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. If you don't have a good time, then you're dead. I guess. I don't know. It's never good. All right. So tonight's show is our turkey show, right? So we were going to do something classy, like, things that you would be thankful for Thanksgiving, but, we're not that classy. So we're going to do something that's more about turkeys. So it's actually the songs that we think are the, songs that for a variety of things. Could be they were number one songs and they were bad. We think they're bad, or I think they're bad. Could be a song that was really, really big, and you just don't know why. How on God's earth did people ever think that was the best song ever? And then there could be a variety of different reasons. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do the tour here. We'll start calling it the tour. So we're going to do a list, right? Because it's a rock show. We'll start calling it the tour. So we're going to do the tour. We're going to each go around and talk about, and for some reason we can't count above 5. So we're only going to do 5 because 6 would be a problem.
We do have some honorable mentions, though.
We have some honorable mentions. I have a list of honorable mentions, actually. But the good thing is Dennis did homework.
Yes.
And he's going to actually have facts and not just fiction. So it's going to be like a true story show tonight, which is kind of weird.
Yeah. I did find it on the internet, so
it's got to be true.
It's got to be true.
It's got to be true. So I went to Wikipedia. So mine's true if I went to Wikipedia. All right. So, Alan, you want to start tonight?
Sure, I will. Now, I didn't have as much time this week to do the research that you guys did, so I came up with kind of a different idea of songs that I think are turkeys, and I chose songs that were done by TV stars or movie stars.
Oh, good idea.
So my first pick of the turkeys of the year is Don Johnson's Heartbeat. And the only thing that I know about that song, and actually I could probably consider that one of my what's that one show we were going to do?
Guilty Pleasures?
Guilty Pleasures. Because I do kind of like that song. However, the only reason that he got to do that song is because he's really good friends with Glenn Frey.
Right.
Back in the 80s when Glenn Frey was doing the Miami Vice thing. That's how they got all that together. So that's my first turkey.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's only downhill from here.
Because you like it.
I do like the way you came across that, though. That's pretty good. I never thought about doing it that way, but that's good. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be awesome.
This is why we do this. I hope people listening to this or watching this understand that we talk about a theme. We come up with like some basic rules, and then you're on your own. So however you figure it out.
Oh, and the only rules that we have with this thing, it had to be in the top 100.
Yeah, that's it.
It had to be Billboard top 100, and that was it. Other than that, you're on your own.
All right, so
talk about it. So
there you go. All right, Dennis.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go with, this was 1983. This was the number 3 on the Billboard. Now, I started out with going with some obscure like 70s type stuff, and I'm like, this is a rock show, so I'm going to go with. So some of these are going to be surprising, but my first one, 1983, number 3 Billboard, Mr. Roboto by Styx.
Oh, really?
Dude, it's a stupid song. Styx has some great stuff. I never like that song when it comes on the radio. It's gone. I mean,
wow.
It's and that
I saw that tour. I know that shocks you.
I mean, that almost bankrupted the whole band. I mean, that tour put a lot of people, because Dennis DeYoung was trying to do some kind of play on stage.
Yeah,
and
I saw it. It was pretty cool, actually.
I know Tommy Shaw, he had really nothing to want to do with that. So, it was a death knell for the band itself. That's probably why Tommy's not in, or not Tommy, but that's why Dennis is not in the band anymore. But that song there, just one of those ones. It's like going, what do you think?
Well, that was a concept album. I mean, that was whenever it was a concept album. That was the intent. And the album before that, Paradise Theater, was a concept album. So they were trying to get on this track. And that's what, you're right. I mean, that's what Dennis DeYoung wanted. He wanted a kind of a play or kind of a musical theater kind of thing. And the shows are very much musical theater, but I like the song, but overall it didn't.
It's one of those ones where then it's become more of a commercial now. I mean, they use it on so many commercials and stuff, but it's just one of those ones that I'm like going, Styx has got so many great songs.
Yeah.
It's like, and Mr. Roboto. So anyway.
Yep.
Like I said, this is all personal opinion. It is what it is. So
it is what it is. All right,
Bill.
All right, so I went by the rules that I thought we had, which I know that shocks everybody because I'm not a big rule guy. I like to go, that's the rule, that's close. We'll just go close, but not. So what I did was I sat through and I looked at all the number 1 songs from this year. All the way back to 1966 when I was born.
Wow.
And it took some time, but I had some time yesterday watching football, so it worked. But, so my number 5, so I have a lot, but I got it down to 5. So my number 5 pick was, Abracadabra by the Steve Miller Band from 1983. It was a number 1 song. It's exactly like what you talked about, Dennis. When that song comes on the radio, I turn it off. I can't stand it. It's just stupid. I can hear it in my head. I just like, well, how did that guy ever make a dime? I mean, I just don't get it. So for me, that's one song I can't stand it.
As soon as you said that, I was like going, oh man, Steve Miller. And then all of a sudden it started playing in my head. I'm going, choo, 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 choo. That little sound effects. And I'm like going, ooh, that was pretty corny.
See ya. Next.
I like that song.
Well, that's okay. That's why we're doing it, man. It's our own personal turkeys.
That's right. All right. Number 4 on my list is Bruce Willis. I think he did a cover of Respect Yourself.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a cover or if that's an original, but regardless, it's a turkey.
Yep. That was when he was in a band. He played harmonica and stuff like that, right? He thought he was like the stuff.
Yeah. That was.
I remember that.
Wasn't that in his moonlighting days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he have
They opened those Planet Hollywoods and stuff right around that same time too.
It could be, yeah. Your turn, Dennis.
All right. Like I said, I really didn't put mine in particular order. But another stinker from 1985, this was another number 1 Billboard, was We Built This City by Starship. I mean, that's just terrible. That's a terrible song. It's terrible.
Well, when I was doing some research, that I looked up like the worst rock songs.
Oh, I found that out.
On every one of them. I looked up like 5 different lists on every one of them.
I knew that before I even looked it up on Wikipedia. It's like, I hate this song. I do. I mean, it's horrible. And I seen Mickey Thomas down here at the boat here a few years ago. that's his closing song. I mean, that's his shining moment. It's like, really? So yeah,
So
that
that's
was
a shitty moment, or a shining moment.
we built this shitty song. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's so. Anyway, it seems like the internet agrees with me on that one. So
I think they do. There's whoever. I mean, I literally saw like 5 different versions of the worst rock songs ever, and that was on every one of them. That was about the only one that was on every one of them. All right, number 4 for me was 1997. Mbop by Hanson.
oh,
That's another song. It's not a rock song, but you know, I mean, we all don't listen to rock every single day, all day long. You got to have something different. But it's just the dumbest song. It's another song that the lyrics are just goofy. I mean, I'm even gonna hum it. I can't. It just burns my ears. I can't stand it. And 3 kids that I don't know, whatever. I can't figure it out. Let's just move on. Go ahead.
no, but could you do this? I mean, when you said that, could you just say fill in the blank Hanson?
Yeah, you could just say, God, well, I got one of those later.
But now the thing about Hanson is, didn't the oldest member of Hanson end up in a supergroup with John Paul Jones?
Really?
Yeah.
Get
on your little Google device.
I don't even want to act like I even know who they are. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go in there.
Get on your little Google device. He was in, somebody will correct us, but yeah.
We'll look at for that for next week. That'll be some of our catch up.
Yeah.
Anybody watch it? I double dog dare you to correct that because that means you've got to look that crap
dare
up.
you.
That
means somebody's got to research Hanson. I don't want that just wrong.
and it's going to come back. Really? You want to look that up? Oh, jeez.
All right. For my number 3, I chose Eddie Murphy, and it was a toss-up between the only 2 songs that I think he recorded. But I whittled it down to Party All the Time.
I liked Party All the Time.
That was his only song. I didn't know he had 2.
Well, he's got one called Boogie in Your Butt.
Really?
No, I don't even
No, not going to
know what that's about.
I remember that party song, and that was a really
But
failed.
Party All the Time was produced by Rick James.
Right.
Oh yeah, totally was. Yeah,
And you see him all in the
see that video in my head.
Yeah.
It's just bad. I thought it was a good song though. It's all right.
Well, you can pick the other Eddie Murphy song if you like.
I didn't pick any Eddie Money songs. I like Eddie Money.
So do I.
All right, Dennis.
All right, 1982, another number 1 Billboard. This had a really interesting little snippet about it. But Come On, Eileen. That song.
Dexy's Midnight Runners?
Freaking hate that song. I mean, it's like. And the stupid little suspender things they wore in a video. I mean, it's like,
I have a little bit of trivia about that video.
okay.
If you notice at the beginning of the video, there are like 6 members of the band or 5 members of the band, and at the end of the video, there's down to either 3 or 4 members of the band because he kept firing people as the video was shooting.
No kidding.
Fired his drummer in the middle of the video shoot. I know for sure he fired a drummer, but I'm thinking he fired one more.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's like the Donald Trump music videos.
Fired.
You're fired.
No, but the interesting thing about that was that song. That song prevented Michael Jackson from getting back-to-back number 1 hits because Billie Jean was number 1 and Beat It was set to be number 1 right as soon as Billie Jean went down, and Come On Eileen came in and knocked him out. So that kept him from having a back-to-back number 1 hit.
So you don't like that song because it kept Michael Jackson from having back number 1 hit?
No, I just thought it was.
That's what you said. Is that what he said?
It was
Is that
interesting.
what he said?
Song. I just said it was an interesting snippet because
okay.
here's a shitty song, that Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, and Beat It. I mean, beat it. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
It almost sounds to me like episode 5 is going to be the end of Bill and Dennis's lifelong friendship.
I just didn't realize he had this infatuation with Michael Jackson.
The Thriller album was pretty.
No, it is
great. It was great. You really, you can like whatever music you like. That it was great. It was really good for the time. It was still holds up today.
Holds up very well.
It's crazy.
And we love freaks. We go to Walmart. No,
we don't all go to Walmart.
Yeah, I have to sometimes. So.
Well, you live across the street, so
that works there too. So I get discounts.
When they start wearing pajama pants at Target, I might have to go someplace else. I can't stand that crap. Of course, okay. Sidebar.
Okay.
So Lisa and I are watching TV today, and they were doing a news thing from Las Vegas. They had a pajama run in Las Vegas this morning. It said, please stay tuned for scenes from a pajama run in Las Vegas. So I'm like,
sure,
like glued to the TV, thinking that it's Las Vegas and that's going to be cool. And they're all in like flannel. It was like flannel with little Christmas trees and stuff. I'm like, this is not right. It wasn't
104 or something out there, isn't it?
It's 67. They're all in coats and jackets. What the hell? All right, sorry, that was probably way off base, but whatever.
Yeah, it went.
It's our show. We can talk about what we want.
It's our show. We can do what we want.
Yeah, if you don't like it, then
wait till this episode's over before you.
Sidebar. I just need to go to the bathroom. Right?
That's exactly right. And that wasn't funny. So there you go. Okay, Alan, go.
No, it's your turn.
Oh crap. Okay, what are we doing? I'm on number 3, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so number 3 for me is a song that it was a big hit, made a ton of money in 1985. Dire Straits, Money for Nothing.
Yeah, I was never on that one.
Another song that, money for nothing, and you're off.
Out. It was one of those ones that was just worn out.
I'm not a big Dire Straits fan, period. I mean, I never got it. I never got the whole Mark Knopfler big deal. I just didn't get it.
Well, I think probably what got them the notoriety that they did was the video for that song.
Oh, it was. It was totally the video.
That was high tech at the time.
Yeah, but
when my son sees that, he's like, "That is so ancient, Dad."
Well, then you had Sting too. Sting was in there singing on it too, and that made a big.
I'm not a big Sting fan, so that didn't help the situation.
Dire Straits. There's some like Romeo and Juliet, and there's another song, Roller Girl or whatever it's called. That's a great song. I mean, the older stuff. That Money for Nothing, that kind of runt me on that one. That song, but there again, it was this one, another one of those that was overplayed to the point to where I can't hear it no more. I agree. Yeah.
All right. Kind of threw up a little bit.
This turkey had to taste good, right? This is a bad tasting turkey.
It did not taste good. A little burnt. Got like cranberry or something on the throat. All right, Alan, we're back to you.
All right, my number 2 pick was John Travolta's "Let Her In." Mm-hmm. Let her in.
Mm. Grease was good.
Well,
How do you go from Grease to that? I mean, really? I mean, him and Olivia Newton-John did a great job on Grease, and then he turkey. I mean, it was bad.
Did he sing that pre-Grease or post-Grease?
That may have been pre-Grease because he still had the Vinnie Barbarino hair.
I'm going to say, because he did some stuff right after Welcome Back, Kotter, and before he did Saturday Night Fever, he did some recordings.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, he was on American Bandstand. He was another one of those lip syncers that came on there, did his little locks. So it had to be way before Grease. Maybe got some singing lessons at that point.
I agree.
All right.
I got 2 dead silence on the other end, so that was unanimous. Maybe I should have picked that for the number 1 all-time turkey.
No, now what I'm thinking about, I hope, because I just thought of one, and I hope it's your number 1. If it is, I'm going to be going, yes, because I know what you're.
I don't think you're going to pick my number 1. I don't think you have to worry about that.
All right, we'll see. All right. Am I next?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, 1986, another number 2. I kept my stuff up in the actually top 3. This song is one that I hated from the day that it came on MTV or the day that I heard it on the radio. I hated it. I played in a band in 1997, 98, played this song till I about threw up. And I was like, if I ever get out of this band, I'm never going to play this song again. Well, the current band that I'm in, 2 years ago, we picked this damn song up again because we got so many requests for it. And every time I play this song, I cringe. But it's 3 minutes, and I just get over with. But Georgia Satellites, Keep Your Hands to Yourself. That song is a turkey. I mean, it's a huge butterball. It sucks.
It's a huge butterball.
It's terrible. I wouldn't even give it a
Tell me no lies.
This is like a schnook special. You know, it's 39 cents a pound kind of shit. Yeah, I hate that song. I mean, it's just terrible.
Alan, we don't add a laugh track to this, right?
We don't need to.
I mean, what do you guys? Do you guys like that song?
It's all right. I mean, I think it's a pretty good bar song. It's definitely
I'm in the same boat that you are, Dennis. My band played that song, and we're like, we're not going to play it this set. We get a request for it. Oh, I guess we're going to play it. That and Sweet Home Alabama is another one that we never could shake.
We just tell them we can't play it. We don't know it, even though we do. We just don't do it.
Everybody knows that song. If you play a guitar, you know that song.
We lie. I'm not playing that song.
All right, Bill, it's your turn.
All right, so my number, what am I at? I'm a number 2. Oh, God, you guys are going to hate this. This will get a reaction. Probably. Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham.
Ugh.
In anything by Wham. So I put my notes, I put anything by Wham. Just why? Why did they ever have a record contract? Why?
Because they had a bunch of shirts with big letters on it,
and
they had to do something with it. So they.
Oh my gosh! That one, I think I had it.
I'll tell you what, though. I'm gonna tell you.
I can't stand it.
Something that came out of Wham, though. George Michael. I don't like George Michael's stuff, but he did sing with Queen at the Freddie Mercury tribute show.
I saw that,
and I tell you what, he was phenomenal.
That's because him and Freddie weren't that far apart.
Exactly. But that's one thing that he did good. But yeah, like you said, I don't care for his solo shit. I don't care for Wham. I don't know, and then the thing is the guy can't stay out of a bathroom in a park.
Oh, stop. That's not why. That's
well, I have to say, I always thought that, it was inevitable Queen was going to get together with somebody. And I always thought after watching him tear Somebody to Love up like he did, I always thought that they were going to ask him to join that band 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road. And when they chose the dude from Bad Company, Paul Rogers, I was just like, dear.
Do you know why that happened? Do you know why that happened, though? He was one of Freddie's favorite singers.
Really?
Freddie thought that Paul Rogers was the shit, and that's what they talked about. Now now they've got Lambert playing. I haven't seen any of his stuff. I'm curious to see how he handles that. There again, he's in Freddie's vein. He's got that same mannerisms and what have you. But no, Paul Rogers. The reason is because Freddie just adored Paul Rogers, and Paul thought he could try to do it. And it's a different Queen, but it's
not the same.
It's not the same.
But I agree. I do agree that the Wembley thing with him, and because Elton John sang a song with him too that same night, I think.
There was a bunch of people. That's mistaken. Great. If you can find that show on DVD, it's a really good show.
Yeah, it was a really good show. And you're right, he did a really good job on that. Yeah. I would agree with that. But that other stuff is just, I can't, it's just garbage. So, okay, done. Next.
Green.
That was your number 2, correct?
That is number 2.
Yeah, we're up to number 1.
So we're at Alan's number 1 TV star / actor that should never have recorded. And I'm going to go with Steven Seagal, Hoochie Coochie Man.
I don't even remember that. What?
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Get on the YouTube.
No,
and look that up.
I'm not gonna go watch that.
That's a thing called free will.
I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, that kind of makes some of the other choices.
Do you know who I thought you were going to go
Like
with?
the-
Fried turkey. Yeah. Do what?
Do you know who I thought you were going to go with?
Who did you think I was going with?
David Soul.
Oh, I forgot about
Don't
that.
you up on this, baby? I don't. No, I tell you. You say that. Say that again real loud. See if Lisa hears you. She'll be running. She'll be running
You're
here,
running here and beat me.
slapping you around through the
Or
thing.
Leaf Garrett.
Oh, I hear
Oh, that's going to
footsteps.
send her in.
Better be careful, dude.
An inside joke. I mispronounced Leif a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
My wife Lisa came in. I mean, like a freight train. I thought you pronounce that. I love Lisa though. But no, David Soul, who I thought you were gonna say, because it's on one of my '70s playlists, and it comes on every once in a while, and I'm like, going, oh, I forgot about that.
Well, there's an honorable mention for you.
There you go.
There you go. Wow,
But I didn't know Steven Seagal recorded a song. I know he's done everything else, but
that's a remake. Hoochie Coochie Man's a remake.
Yeah,
That's
it's an old blues song.
wow. Actually,
All right, so he's breaking arms and singing Hoochie Coochie Man. I don't.
and
What? That doesn't make sense at all.
that is crazy.
I mean, it's kind of weird because those guys that would be a song that would be the opposite of what you think you do. That's not like a badass song, you know.
Right.
You know, at least the song that
If you're gonna be that kind of guy, re-record Rolling Stone Street Fighting Man.
yeah, something. I mean, you know, you wouldn't expect you would expect Don Johnson to sing the song he sang. Look, considering his role on Miami Vice, he was kind of the suave kind of guy, so that makes sense. But what? That's
I have a thing of Dio singing Hoochie Coochie Man. It's on one of his older albums. I think it was with Elf when you sing with Elf.
Dio's cool, so it's okay.
Yeah, and it's not bad there either. So
It's Dio. You can do whatever you want.
He can just talk and sound cool.
And besides, you just be scared shitless of him because he's only like 5'4" and you just beat that. Looks like he put a spell on you. Whatever. No thanks.
All right,
Dennis.
all right. This is I don't know if it's my number one. I'm gonna call it my number one because you guys are gonna flip out. This song we were just talking about. The song was on Billboard #1 for 4 weeks straight, 1979. And every time I hear this song, I want to throw up and I turn the radio off.
Eddie Money.
No, it's Queen. Crazy little thing called I hate that song. Why would Queen go rockabilly? I mean, it's the worst song ever. I mean, it's just terrible. I'm sorry. It was the first when we talked about turkey songs. That was the first song that came up in my head as like going.
Well, Dennis, I will warn you now. If you ever come to see one of my acoustic shows, I will tell you when it's time for your pee break.
Is that a pee break?
It won't be. You don't have guitar solos for pee breaks. You do. You do Queen.
We do songs that people don't like. This is a song off our new album.
It's not that it was done bad. It's just so out of place for Queen. I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't. Rockabilly doesn't serve any purpose for them. They have so many good songs.
That's what I liked about it.
See,
it was a turn and was just different, and I like that song.
No,
It's
bicycle
like music from the Elder all over again.
No,
What's that?
no.
I said it's like music from the Elder all over again.
No. But I mean, Queen, you want to hear something different, do Bicycle Race or something like that. That's different. But Crazy Little Thing is just like, it's just a rockabilly song.
How do you feel about I Want to Break Free?
I like the video on it. I'm not a big fan of the song. I think the video's hilarious to see those guys in drag. It's pretty funny. It's sweeping and shit, But no, I don't know. I just that song there, and it's there again at 4 weeks on Billboard. It burnt the shit out of me. It was played. I had the game, so of course that's one that if I could find that record somewhere. That album's probably scratched and worn, and except for that little slot. It's like brand new.
You know why that is, right, Alan? because all he does, he scratched it all, so it only goes to that song. So he made grooves. So it skips, bloop.
I'm surprised at some of these songs because I went to the rock side of it. You know, there's my honorable mentions. I got some real turkeys. I mean, they're big time.
All right,
but, like I said, for this one, that was just one, and it's a personal. I mean, it's a personal thing. I just think it's a turkey. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. So,
anyway.
so for my last one, I stayed in the charts thing, and
right.
I wish I wouldn't have, but I did. But anyway, so mine is 16 weeks at number 1 in 1996. The Macarena.
Oh yeah, see, that's an honor.
It's just okay.
I can't even do it.
I don't want to talk about it. For me. It's a song I can't. I never liked it, and I can't stand it. It's just horrible. All right, so what do you got for? We'll just end that conversation. What do you? Since I'm moderating today, we're ending that conversation. All right. So what do we got for? Anybody got any kind of quirky honorable mentions? Because I got one that's kind of an oddball. So
I got all my honorable mentions are oddballs. That's why I kept it more mainstream.
What's some kind of hot popcorn or something?
Yeah, well, my wife did one real quick from that new Uma Thurman song with the Munsters crunch thing in the middle of it. Have you heard that?
Oh, that's the Fall Out Boys.
That's Fall Out Boys, yeah.
That's
horrible. I hate that song.
It's just, and like the Munster, it doesn't fit. Kelly called me one day on the way to work, and she's like going, "Have you heard that Uma Thurman song?" I was like, "Well, I'm listening to it right now," and I go, "It's horrible." I go, "Who the hell would get the Munster theme in this?" It's like, sample that. Anyway, but that's
where we sample Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
So you can. Queen. No, wait a minute.
David
I don't know.
There's like a double down. If since he's already got in trouble for that, you won't get in trouble for it now, right?
Well, the honorable mentions that I have are more just some of the actors or actresses who have recorded albums, like Danny Aiello, Tracy Ullman, David Hasselhoff, Emma Roberts, Rosie O'Donnell.
Oh, Rosie did a song, really?
John Corbett, Roseanne Barr, Sandra Bernhard.
Dude.
Those are all comedians. Are they comedy albums or like real stuff?
No, these are music albums.
At the very end, she's with Paul McCartney. What's the name of that song that Tracy Ullman did? It was a big hit on MTV. Gosh, damn, I wish I could remember that.
Get on the Google.
Yeah, I ain't gonna Google it right now.
How well can you see that?
Donna Douglas.
There you go. Ellie Mae recorded an album.
Huh. Really? An album?
Yeah.
A whole album?
Wow. Okay. All right. What do you got for turkeys, dude?
All right. Honorable mentions. Man, I got some real shitters. This is 19. This was on Billboard #1 for 10 weeks.
Because the other ones were great songs. Number one.
No. This was 10 weeks, #1 on Billboard. Debbie Boone, You Light Up My Life.
Woo!
That's a shitter. I mean, that's fair. Getting close to that, this is recorded in 1974. It was released in 78 as a single, but Music Box Dancer. That was it was a #3 song. It was just like a continuous instrumental that sounded like a music box. It's terrible. Huh. Hot Buttered Popcorn was #9 in 1972, and I've seen actually a heavy metal version of it that's actually pretty cool. But somebody used a Moog synthesizer, and just look it up. The really weird thing about that one was, even though it was #9 in the States, it was #1 in 7 other countries. I mean, it was a worldwide hit, but it's a stupid instrumental. 3 more real quick. Captain Tennille, Muskrat Love. It was actually a remake. That's a terrible song. I'm going to go country for a couple of songs. My last 2. Swinging.
John Anderson. That's horrible.
I mean, it's like, what in the hell? And then what were you thinking? And then it becomes a hit. What is everybody else thinking? And then, of course, the #1, Achy Breaky Heart. It's like, really? I don't. I'm going to stop there with that one too, because there's no point going on. You know,
I wrote that down.
And for the record, those are two songs that have probably been played on Hee Haw.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Actually, they were both probably on Hee Haw. They were probably played live on Hee Haw.
When did Hee Haw go off the air?
Gosh, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm sure Swingin' was on Hee Haw.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
But the Garth Brooks song would be, or not Garth Brooks, Billy
that
Ray
was
Cyrus.
That was so insulting.
Well, I know Garth Brooks was on Hee Haw, but he was on Hee Haw near the end of the show, near the end of the series. You know, so that was Billy Ray Cyrus and Garth Brooks were they're on the charts about the same time, so not sure if he made it to Hee Haw or not.
Okay.
But anyway, Bill, let's do your honorable mentions.
All right. Is that the only one you got, Alan? Or are you haven't gone yours yet? We were talking about the other ones.
Oh, I was talking about actors that were honorable mentions.
Yeah, you were good.
Dennis did his.
Yeah.
Hey, I got real quick. Hee Haw was 69 to 92. I didn't think it went that long.
Wow.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
Was it Buck Owens Jr.
And then they had the Hee Haw Honeys after that.
No, you're confused.
I'm telling you right now. That's what it was.
Hee Haw originally. You're thinking no. Honey Boo Boo. Honey Boo Boo was not like a takeoff of Hee Haw.
Hee Haw Honeys, and there was one called Hee Haw Silver. Afterwards,
oh my
but 92, September 19th, 92 was their last show.
Wow.
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll rattle off a couple of mine here. So,
let's go.
Let's go. So I have Bat Dance by Prince, which was a number one song that's just horrible.
That was on the Michael Keaton Batman movie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Probably one of the biggest songs ever is My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. I mean, I can't take it.
We're getting territory. There's a gajillion of those songs.
The Tide Is High by Blondie is a song that I
don't like. I
never could stand.
I love Blondie, but I don't like that song. That song's terrible.
Bridge Over Troubled Water by Simon and Garfunkel.
Yes,
that's it's a classic. Just crap. I can't. I just want to. Why would people sit around and play acoustic guitars? And you'd have to be stoned to like that. Really, I think that'd be the thing. And then one that to me is a rock song that I just don't get is "Don't Fear the Reaper" by Blue Oyster Cult. I can't stand that song. Can't stand it. I know it's the all-time cowbell song, but I can't stand it.
I like that song. That's
I don't like it. I have a lot of others here too, but
"Chariots of Fire." Remember that song? I had another instrumental I thought about. That was a big song.
That was a big song, yeah. Vangelis, right?
Yeah, it's a terrible song. It's just like, really?
Vangina? No, Vangelis. Sorry.
There's a lot of instrumental. I started thinking about this. I don't want all my songs to be instrumentals, because there was a bunch of them that were coming out like that. And
so I tried to find did you guys find any like turkey rock songs? So, well, okay. I've been listening to this one of the podcasts I've been listening to. Another podcast was they had a producer on there, and he talked about they always put like the worst song on the album is the next to last song on the second side.
Really?
Yeah. So he said, you could go to any album and look at it, and it'll always be the next to last song. That'll be like worst song on the album, and they're always hidden back there because you want to finish with something kind of bad, and then you finish the album with a good song. So I was like, I haven't done any research about that, but I'll have to try to.
I'm just gonna go real quick
and look to see if that's really true. I don't know if it is or not, but I got something right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't have any albums up here. That's why I have to look.
I have Stums. I don't have anything on me. Oh, hang on a second.
I'm kind of curious to see how that worked out because.
So for my Desert Island 5, what do I got here? Let's see.
Well, okay, Ace Frehley's Comets
No, that's not true.
That song was "Stranger in a Strange Land,"
I like that song.
and then it was also "Fractured 2" was the last song.
Now you can take all of those Ace Frehley instrumentals and pitch them all.
Yeah,
You mean the one that sounds like every other one of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Except the acorn is spinning. That song makes all of his other instrumentals sound like masterpieces.
I listened to that the other day when I told you I had that in my car and I was listening to it. That's the first time I've heard that song, and oh my God, I bet it's been 15, 18 years since I've listened to that disc. I forgot about all that talking that they had in between all the stuff, and it's not a bad song.
You just keep thinking that, buddy.
So on Kiss Revenge, the next to last song is "I Just Wanna," which is a pretty good song.
Yeah,
They should have put "Every Time I Think of You" next to the last. Is that
You don't like that song?
No.
Really?
Well,
that was a pretty good ballad.
Paul kept trying to write the same ballad over and over and over again. It started out, "I Still Love You," which is awesome. And then it was "1,000,000 to 1," which is awesome. Then you've got "Reason to Live."
Forever.
Then you've got "Forever." And then you've got "Every Time I Look at You." And to me, I
could play that on acoustic guitar for a while.
Yeah, that is 3 ballads too many there.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, on the way home from Bloomington the other morning, Alan played me a tune that a friend of his recorded. He redid "I Still Love You." And I'm telling you what, Bill, it's really good. You have to take a listen to it at some point. He said he's going to get me a final copy of it. But
yeah, he sent me a rough mix of it. It still needs some work done to it.
It's really good. I mean, it sounds just like the album, but I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's pretty impressive, actually. But anyway.
Have you guys listened to anything new? Like just anything new recently?
I listened to the first couple of seconds of the first Foo Fighters song.
No, the
today.
Foo Fighters was the same album as the last time, just they changed the words.
Hey, what was the one you posted one that somebody had put out some new stuff? What was that? Was it you, Alan? It's about Sebastian put out some new stuff, maybe? Or
No,
it was old
Matt
stuff.
Fallon.
Oh,
yeah, it was old.
He was the singer of Skid Row before Sebastian Bach.
Gotcha.
I guess he also did a short stint in Anthrax.
Gotcha. No, honestly, I haven't listened to anything new.
Yeah.
I've been, I listen to. I tell you what, I do listen to 89.1 in the morning. It's a college station out of Vincennes, and then I Shazam because I don't. They never tell you what the hell they're playing, so they Shazam it, or I Shazam these songs, and then I send them over to the music service that I use, and I've got a playlist built in that one that's basically my Shazam songs. And let's see what I Shazam this week, real quick. Talk amongst yourselves if I pull this up.
So, Bill, how's the weather?
All right. So while he's doing that, I'll tell you a band that I've listened to. I downloaded. It's a band called Saint Esonia. I don't know where they're from, but I don't know if they're from America or not. But it's really good. It just came out in 2015, and it's definitely rock. I mean, it's not metal. I mean, it's not hard metal, speed metal stuff. But I think it's really good. I've listened to it probably 5 or 6 times, the whole thing.
Whole album or just
whole album. It's called Saint Esonia. It's really pretty good. I'm sure they're probably on Spotify. So it's one of those things that I gotta listened to a couple songs on it and thought, hey, I'll just download the rest of it and see what it's like. And it's really good. I enjoy it. Kind of cool, something different, something new. It's not the same old. So
this, like I said, this college station I listen to, some of this is alternative, some of it's a little bit more, harder rock. This one here, Tremonti. Am I saying that right?
Yeah. That's the guy from
Creed.
That's the guy from Creed. Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a song called "You Waste Your Time."
Yeah, they're really good.
Really good song. There's a song by Death Cab for Cutie called "The Ghost of Beverly Drive." I really like that song. It's been one of those ones that's kind of hit me. There's this girl named Meg Myers. She does a song called "Lemonize." Ooh, shit. It's kind of an off song. It's not really. I wouldn't call it really rock. It's more alternative. It's kind of cool. Let's see, what else is my
What was it called?
Called Meg Myers, and it's Lemon Eyes. It's just different. I mean, it's one of those things where it's kind of
Like lemon eyes or lemon?
No, lemon eyes, like in
lemon eyes.
Yeah, and it's just different. What was another one here that I've been doing? Oh, and that new Motorhead song, a Heartbreaker. Have you heard that? It's one of his ones before he could, before he stopped, before he was passing out at the concerts every day. Royal Blood's got some good stuff out. Have you heard that? There's a song called Little Monster. There's another one they've been doing. If I could find it here. Anyway, yeah, I just do that. I go through and I'll they won't tell you what the songs are, so I got to try to Shazam the hell out of them. And some of this just went back a little bit farther.
Alan, have you heard anything? Have you listened to anything recently?
Not in this past week. It's been a hectic week.
Yeah. I didn't know if there was anything that grabbed you. So I downloaded the new Adele album too. I know that's kind of weird, but and it's a rock show, but I like her. I think she's got a great voice, and I don't care, whatever. But
I've seen like 10 memes this week of Lionel Richie going, "Hey, you know that new Adele song? Remember me? Hello."
Yeah, I like that song. I think she's really pretty good. She's very talented for
25
or whatever. Yeah, she's pretty awesome. But we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we've come to the end of the program for this episode. So let's see. Don't forget, if you like us, make sure you share our podcast with your buddies, friends, iTunes podcasts. If it's on there, you can share it with your friends. Like us on iTunes. Give us some feedback. On YouTube, we'd like some feedback. Subscribe to it if you would. That'd be great. We want to hear from you. So put something on the Facebook page. We are getting some people on there. We are almost at 200 likes. Did you guys see that? We're like 187.
Yep.
So 13 more people, and we're like at 200. That'll be a miracle. So we'll take that. In like 4 weeks. That's pretty good.
Yeah. And like I said, we do have a lot of more topics. Stuff we had talked about when we originally talked about putting the show together. And a lot of great topics. This week was kind of like, well, it's going to be Thanksgiving. And when we were gone all weekend, like I said, up there doing our research. But we'll be having, like I said, we're going to be having some
researched this.
Some guests. Captain Fireball, is that your name?
I don't know what you're doing.
And then the tater over here doesn't like sweet potatoes. We figured it out.
Yeah, we did.
All I heard was tater tot, and I'm like, I'm in.
And he goes, yep. These are sweet potatoes. They were good, though. Actually, I liked them.
And he had cheese curds.
No, I had it cheese curd. Singular, just like tater tot.
It's like a cheese stick. It's just round. It had danglers.
It wasn't all that.
You had to be there. But anyway, like I said, we do got a lot of great topics coming up. We're going to be having some guests on once we get things rolling here a little bit more. We got some ideas for some other guests, plus the ones we talked to. And like I said, I know it's holiday weekend coming up. Like I said, this will be coming out on Thanksgiving, so hopefully you'll be sitting around eating turkey and laughing and spitting turkey through your nose.
Our website is live, agesofrock.com.
Oh, I did not know that.
And our Facebook page is facebook.com/agesofrockpodcast. And if you go to the website, you can find us on. You can find a link to our YouTube channel. You can find a link to our Twitter channel. And if I haven't put it up yet, by the time this comes out, somebody smack me. But our Instagram channel should be live by then as well.
Yeah, I got to figure that out. I don't do Instagram, so I have to start doing Instagram.
Twitter. I
do the Twitter. I just don't do the Instagram, so I'll have to figure that out. My wife wants to Instagram. I don't know. She keeps saying, "Do you Instagram?" I'm like, "No, I don't Instagram."
I don't Insta anything. I'm too old to Insta.
So you want to Snapchat? She goes, "No." I'm like, fine.
And on that note, fellas, I think we are out.
Hey, travel safe, everybody. Yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanks for listening to the Ages of Rock podcast. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and most importantly, tell all your friends. Remember, you're never too old to rock. Until the next episode, peace out, folks.